Thank you. And now we will continue with political groups. And on behalf of EPP, I would like to invite Ms. Walsh to take the floor, please.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you to all our guests today and to the teams who completed this study, which so clearly lays out the intentions of the directive and why it's still stuck at Council and recommendations for next steps. It's quite difficult to even say we're still talking about this, but c'est la vie. Since my first mandate in 2019, like many colleagues here, I've been a shadow rapporteur on this file. Therefore, I've spent quite a bit talking about it, educating myself on it, and interestingly speaking to members of my constituency in Ireland and different institutions, trying to explain what the directive actually is. And I think all three alluded, and certainly to the point made also. One of the most striking of those conversations was with the Commission President last year, a discussion that started with the directive off the table and then very quickly it was put back on. But an argument that dominates this discussion against the directive's implementation is that it's too costly. And not to reiterate the question previous, and a more recent addition to that argument, it runs against the competitiveness agenda. And in other words, we can't focus on equality issues at this moment, which is quite stark to say out loud. But your findings, to me, point in a very opposite direction, with the estimated 1.23 billion net benefit in the first 5 years of the directive being implemented, and up to 500 billion in additional GDP and tax revenue if discrimination is fully tackled. Not saying it will happen overnight, but certainly will happen hopefully in all our lifetimes and certainly our children's. But my question to you as experts is, how strong is the case that the horizontal equal treatment directive wouldn't hurt the EU competitiveness agenda, but actually strengthen it? Because I think their conversation, certainly I'll be having within my group. You mentioned education, of course. Can you elaborate on any of the other sectors that we can pull that information and dispel a lot of the nonsense that you're hearing that this is not good enough to be passed? Thank you.
Thank you. Who would like to start?